So you are gay?
Yeah. I am gay. I am queer. I am homosexual. All the names in Kenya they call us shoga. Like honestly, even when I was like a youth chairperson, still I knew I was gay. I knew it.
Is named after you?
Yeah.
You have friends who are also gays?
Yeah, for sure. A lot.
In Kenya?
Oh my God. So many.
So do you think that you need help?
From who?
To me, I feel like
You can pray for me?
yeah, you need help. You understand? You don't feel attracted to women
At all. Even a naked woman standing here, no reaction at all. But a man, don't joke with me. I will be like, yeah. So.
You are impotent?
I'm not. No way. If a man will be here, my penis was also. Yeah.
Welcome to the final part of Getting Arrested on My Birthday.
Hello, lovely viewers. So this is another time Abel Global Prayers once again presenting to you an exclusive interview with a brother, friend of mine that I've just known in Kenya. Not long, but this is our first time meeting. So I'm in Syokimau, which is another city within Nairobi, Kenya. Him to introduce himself as we keep on the interview. Okay, so please introduce yourself to us.
Okay, my name is Twitowek Samanayo. I am 21 years old. I am a student. I pursued mass communication and I'm awaiting graduation come December. So yeah.
All right. So which part of Kenya are you from?
I'm from Nakuru, okay. Kenya. That's where I've lived most of my childhood and also most of my teenage, years. I'm 21, so so I come from Nakuru, Kenya. Yeah,
all right,
it's also a city within Kenya.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So which tribe are you? Are you from within Kenya?
Yeah, I'm a Kalenjin, a sub-tribe called Tugen. In Kenya we have so many languages. So I'm a Kalenjin, a Tugen.
Oh, okay. So both your mother and father?
Both my mother and father are Tugen actually.
Oh, okay, that is the Kalenjin.
Yeah, Kalenjin.
Oh, okay. All right. That's nice. So you are gay?
Yeah. I am gay. I am queer. I am homosexual. All the names in Kenya they call us shoga. Like mimi ni shoga.
Okay. So how long have you been into this life of being a gay?
I'd say coming out to my family and friends happened last year, last year. It was around July. That's when I came out. But being gay, I've known that for a very long time. It's just that when I was still young, I used to fight with my feelings. I used to really ask God to change me and be straight, but that never happened. So last year was when I came out.
If you combine the previous life where you were gay but still it was private, and now that is also official, how long?
Okay, I'd say in high school I was still not very comfortable with who I was. As much as I knew, I wasn't so comfortable. But I'd say after coming out, it's been close to, let me say, almost 2 years actually, almost 2 years, because we're almost coming the end of this year. So I'd say almost 2 years. And but before coming out, that was when I was in high school, because I'd say maybe in primary school, as much as I knew I was different, because I used to play with girls, I used to do girlish stuff ever since I was a young kid. But in high school is when I felt that urge of wanting to explore and just try out things,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you said something that you were a youth leader in a church.
Yeah.
And you became a gay. That shocks me a lot. Can you tell us more about that? Which church were you going?
So I was going to Catholic church. I was a youth chairperson for say 1 year, right? From 2020 all the way to mid 2021. So honestly, even when I was like a youth chairperson, still I knew I was gay. I knew it because there was still the time when I was still praying to God to really change me and be attracted to ladies, but that never happened. And so after being a youth chairperson, because it was after, that's when now I came out and started living my true authentic self. So that was after being a youth chairperson. But in comparison to when I was a youth chairperson to after coming out, I'd say I am more happy now, because right now I have a personal relationship with God. I feel at that time I was more of, as much as I was religious, I was also, trying to please, girls around and just play with them around, just for fun, But I knew I was never there, I was never attracted to these ladies sexually or even just physically,
Okay. So you have ever dated a girl?
Yeah, I have. In high school I had a girlfriend and we dated for so long, but one thing I'm gonna say, we never had sex. We used to kiss, we used to do some small things here and there, but it never got to a point where we had sex, because I would never get there,
Okay, so is she aware of your current new identity?
Yeah.
So
actually, we broke up before coming out. That was way before, because it came to a point where I wasn't giving her attention the way she wanted. Ladies are emotional beings. They say men are physical beings. We love what we see. Women are more emotional. They feel. And so
touching up on my nigga, like soon someone
say it came to a point where she also got tired, because I was just doing my own things. When we were supposed to have our time together, I used to just do my own things, just have fun with my other friends, living alone, So I feel coming out and just living my true authentic self, made sense to her even more, because I didn't come out to her. I didn't sit her down and explain to her why I was acting different. I never did that. It happened slowly, and it came to a point where actually we sat down and I came to explain it to her. But that was after coming out, after doing my videos and just being myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So was she surprised in the first time? I mean, her first time seeing you in those videos?
I don't know. I cannot really tell, because even when I was with her, I used to be feminine, but because I used to catwalk and do some silly things, but it never bothered her at all. For her, it used, she knew I was different, maybe how I used to act. But after coming out, maybe she was surprised, because she never told me if she was surprised. We just talked. We sat down after some time and I told her I had to just live my true authentic self, because I was feeling I was living another person's life.
When you were a chairperson in the Catholic Church, leading the youth, did you ever feel attracted to a guy in the church?
I was most definitely, but I never told anyone. I never told them. I used to just feel and keep things to myself.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's nice. I saw a couple of titles you gave, some videos on. I can't tell whether it was on Instagram or TikTok, where you said that some married men are going crazy. So I want to know about that. Is married men after you when they see you, or have you been in a relationship with them? How is that part also?
Married men, some, if not many, are actually queer like me. But for them, even
when you say queer, what does it mean?
Queer, they are gay. They are gay. Some are bi, but some are gay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have actually met some. We've had interesting conversation with them, and I'd say, I've been into a relationship with one of them. It was never like a long term. It was just a short thing. Because one thing about married men, they want to explore, because most of them never had the chance to explore or just live a little bit, especially guys above 30. So I meet guys, and through our conversations I get to learn a lot from them. They also get to learn, and I inspire them a lot about just living my true authentic self. And some of them even wish they were younger. Some wish they were younger, they would have done things differently. Because even in marriage, honestly, some of them have
to finish KCSE and then leave us in school. So
not had sex for a very long time with their wives, months, years even.
Okay, is this because they are gays and they don't feel attracted to the wife?
Yeah,
but they feel attracted to people like you rather than their wives. Okay. Okay, so what is the experience like? The few ones or the ones you've dated, how was it?
I'd say I've been disappointed some couple of times, because most of them, they come to me wanting to explore, but for me, I've come out, I'm comfortable with who I am,
who you are.
So sometimes I fall for them, and some, after having fun for some few times, some will disappear on you. Some will block you and you'll never get to speak to them again. But I feel some, I still talk to some of them, and we are good friends. I came to understand, they still hold on to their marriage because of the kids and just the responsibilities they have in their marriages. But they also look for me once they want to just unwind and just get loose a little bit.
Okay, so by your experience with them, so in the relationship you act like a lady.
Yeah, I'm the lady. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of them are tops. Though I told you, some men are versatile. They can top for acting, being like a man, bottom for being like a woman. So some are actually comfortable with, playing both roles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but for me, I am a bottom. I am the woman in a relationship. So if someone is coming to me, they come as a top, as the man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, to your experiences with those people, is this because they don't want the public or people to know they are gay? That's why they behave, maybe after being with you, being intimate with you, they just disappear.
Yeah, I feel like most of them, it's because of their families. Some have children, and one thing I came to know, even if someone is queer, the love they have for their children is unconditional.
Okay.
Compared to their wife, someone would come and be like, I wish you are, some would even tell me, I wish you were my wife, and just you playing the part of my wife, and still retain the children, but but not have the wife. You understand? So I feel the reason they disappear after some time is because maybe some get to a point where they almost get caught by their wives, or they feel, for me, that's why I say this is a process. Being gay and finding acceptance is a process. Some of them are still in denial stage. That's why they will come, have fun, and just go. As much as they know they are queer, when that guy will go back to his bed, I am sure that guy will be thinking about me, because that's where their heart, their mind is, and even their feelings. That's where it's more at to me, not to the wife. That's why most of them have never had sex for a very long time. And maybe some of them, maybe it's not just because they are queer for being gay. Maybe some is because they have their own marital conflicts. But I have met guys, and actually they want to remain closeted. They want, actually, and if there is one thing I tell people, outing someone is the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do, because this person is not ready as you. I have found acceptance within myself. So sometimes it's you finding accepting yourself the way you are, because some people, they are still at a point in their life where they feel it's bad, it's a sin, they are making mistakes, they are wronging their families. So I feel it's until you find acceptance. There are stages of say coming out, but I don't really remember them exactly. But there is denial. There is a point where you have started accepting yourself, but you are not comfortable with just even hanging out with queer people. As much as you are queer, you are not comfortable hanging out around queer people because you feel it's not the right thing, or you feel it's things are happening so fast in your life. So it's a process. And so sometimes I also, as much as someone will hurt me, I will come sit down and try to understand them.
So how is your mother seeing this?
My mother is so supportive. She's really supportive, and we do videos together. When I have a concept where it needs a parent, I'll go talk to her, be like, Mom, there's this song, the lyrics go like this, and I would really like you to be in my video, and she'll do my video with me.
Oh, so your mom
so supportive.
Enjoys you being a gay?
Yeah, she does. I'll not say she enjoys. Sometimes even for her, she had it was a process to accept me. Of course, my mom wasn't like, because some parents will even kick you out. Some will disown you. But for my mom, she tried her best to understand me first. And that's where I felt really good about myself, and just, I think that is exactly what makes me be the way I am. Just carefree. I'm so carefree. Like, I don't think I care what anybody would tell me, because out here there are so many homophobic people. Someone will tell you something, some people will get hurt, but it doesn't get to me, because I know I have my mom's support, and it means the world to me.
Wow. So I've seen a couple of videos with your mother. Sometimes she's dancing. Yeah. So I was surprised. I was like, wow. So it's fine. So does your mother receives criticisms because of your current identity now?
Maybe she does, but she doesn't tell me, because she knows maybe that will get to me. Because if there is one thing that will hurt me, is knowing my mom is hurt. So she knows that. And even if someone will, even there's this colleague of hers, she works with her, and there was this day she was asking her all these things. Lucky enough, I study with the daughter to my mom's friend, and she was the one who told me. My mom never came to, my mom never came to me and told me, like, this and this woman was asking about you. She doesn't do that because she knows that will get to me. Because I don't like when my mom is hurt or my mom feels a certain way because of me, So I'd say she doesn't tell me such stuff, so I might not really tell if she's really comfortable or if she gets criticism for supporting me.
Oh, okay, fine. So when you were in the church and you realized that you are a chairperson and this is who you are, did you ever pray to God that maybe it dawned on you that it's not good, the way you feel about yourself and the attractions you have, instead of you having attraction towards women, it's rather opposite? And did you pray to God?
A lot of times I used to feel I was doing, even before exploring, because even for me, exploring came after high school. This is not something I did in high school. Exploring came after high school. And so when I was in high school, I used to be attracted to men, my fellow students, because I was in a boys' school. And I never told anyone, because in high school we used to have girlfriends. We used to go to funkies. Funkies are like music festivals and all those things. But I would portray the straight side of me. But deep down, I knew I felt different. I used to feel different. And so I have prayed so many times asking God to change me and make me straight, because at the end of the day, who wants to embarrass their family? No one wants to do that, because this is something so sensitive, especially in Africa. Even here in Kenya, our government doesn't support, as much as they cannot arrest you and be like you are gay, but they do not support. Sometimes we need a government that supports us being us. And when the government supports you, that means they support gay marriages. I'm someone who I'm looking forward to getting married someday to a man. I want to get married to somebody, get kids, and raise kids with my husband.
So if you want to get married as a man in your nature right now to another man, how do you get children by that?
We are in a very modern world. Nowadays, there are methods like surrogacy. Surrogacy is where you get a surrogate, a woman, you pay them to carry, your child. And, they are expensive, but I feel with time and just, living my true authentic self, I'll get to a point where I can afford that. I don't know, it's not accepted in Kenya. That's why, like I told you, when we get the government support, that's when now we will get to have things like surrogacy coming in, because countries like South Africa, they do it. They do it, and like it's working for them. I have a friend who comes from South Africa. He dates, he has like a boyfriend. They're not married yet. They are in a process of getting married. So they do inspire me a lot, Sometimes I feel like going to South Africa or going to LA in USA, but I feel I have that power to change the mindset that people have. Because one thing about our country, let me talk about Kenya, I feel like people are not even homophobic really. Rather they are they lack knowledge, when like right now we have had a conversation. I know as much as you had this concept about queer people, I know I have changed something. It can be a very small thing, but I have changed something about how you view people like me. And so I feel I have that power to take my community, which is the LGBTQIA community, to the next level. And this is, finding acceptance in the community, getting support from the government so that we can all live our true authentic self. Because, for you as a heterosexual man, you might not understand our struggles because you are straight, you are attracted to women. This is a very normal thing in the society. Ours is not normal. People will say you are cursed.
Wow. So guys, the video or the picture you see there is just him. it's not. If you're not careful, you might think that it is just is the person is a female kind of or a lady, but it's actually a man. You understand? Who is a gay. And so I'm really shocked that. So can you tell us? Did you learn how to dress like that, or you just because you have this? How do I put it, the vibes of feminism? So the whole thing comes just like that. You just know how to maybe do the face, the hair, just like any other woman who knows how to dress perfectly well would do.
I'd say I've always had a good fashion sense. Even before coming out, when I used to dress like a man, I'd say I used to dress really nice, just as a guy, And I feel also it's talent, For me, I can, most of even the things I dress, you will be shocked because some of these things I customize myself. I can take something very simple and turn it to something so nice. And sometimes even my friends, my queer friends, they don't understand how I do things sometimes. I wish I had something that I've custom made for you to see. Even the way I dressed last weekend, I had something on my chest. That was just a belt. And there's a way I went, took the scissors, cut both ends, and just, put some extra strings to just close at the back. So it's all about, I'd say mine is talent, because I know how to, match things, and so I'd say it's all about talent. I'd also say queer people are really, innovative.
I've heard that someone made such a comment that they have this sense of fashion. So you have friends who are also gays?
Yeah, for sure, a lot.
In Kenya?
Oh my God, in Kenya, so many.
Wow. And so
but most of them are closeted. Their families do not know, and they love that. That's why I told you there's a process before coming out. Some are still in denial stage. Some have accepted themselves but are not ready for the repercussions that come with it. By just living your true authentic self and just showing the world who you are. But I have so many queer friends. We go out together and we have so much fun together,
So do you think that you need help?
From who?
Like, when people see you, or, for example, me, if I see this, to me, I feel like
you can pray for me.
Yeah, you need help. You understand? Because why would you dress this way? You understand? Because in nature, you are just a man. You understand? Why will you put on this and dress this way? So to me, I believe, in my own opinion, you understand? My opinion, when I see this, I feel like you need help. You understand? And you yourself, how do you think you need help?
My opinion, I don't need help. I am very okay. I am very happy with who I am. And as I said earlier, if I had an option to be straight, I don't think I would go with that option because I'm so comfortable with who I am right now. I am in a very happy space. I have started finding acceptance, even to some of my friends who found it so, because I used to have straight friends who we used to hang out together, like straight male friends. It's so hard for like a male friend to accept you after coming out. It's so hard. But to some of them, after I explained it to them, and these are things you don't rush. Today you meet someone, you explain something small, they go home thinking about that. And so I have friends who we used to be so close, and after explaining to them, they understood me. They know this is how I feel. It's all about the feeling. It's not just about me needing help and someone praying for me. I don't think prayer can help me because I also know there are so many pastors. There's a pastor who have, they wanted to get to know me more, and actually we've had like a conversation, and this guy told me he feels that being gay also isn't a sin, or you don't need help. This is who you are. And even for him, he has tried. Now this guy is a pastor. Amejaribu, this guy has really tried to, get help from, other pastors. Some even believe there is like some hormonal medicine that help when they inject you. But I've had friends whose parents have tried all these things, but it doesn't work out at the end of the day because it's who they are. So I know.
So this guy is a pastor now, but he's a gay.
Yeah, he's a pastor. This guy is a pastor, and like the guy is gay. Yeah.
And so how is he finding it? He wants to still be a pastor and at the same time.
The guy is closeted, so even no one knows. I only know because he came to me, and I didn't even know the guy is a pastor at first until later on, when we started opening up. I told you I am into conversation more and just engaging to. I just love even just small talks. I really love engaging in that way. And so after getting to know him more, and that's when he told me I'm actually a pastor, and I was shocked.
And he's also a gay.
Yeah, he's gay. The guy is gay.
Did he have any intentions of wanting to date you, or he already has someone he's also like dating?
He has done it before with other pastors or even with other guys in church. He has done it. The guy has done it. And now he came to me to just, also continue having fun,
Okay.
But now remain as a pastor, because this guy is a pastor still.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he just wanted to date you after, or not just, is it because he just wanted to show his identity? Because that would be a risk for him if he's a pastor, and or is it because he told you that and after that wanted to maybe date you personally?
He wanted, of course, he wanted to date me. Not even necessarily dating. I'd say it's meeting, after some time. Now, like, you'd meet someone today and then not see each other for a long time. Of course, we can be giving ourselves, some calls here and there, but especially this pastor, that was just the first time we met, and like I've never met him again, but we talk. If I want to tell him something, if he wants to tell me something, he calls me most of the time just to unwind and because sometimes as a queer person, you feel good when you are around queer people, or when you just are around some people that understand who you are,
Wow.
So yeah. So interesting, but I've met a pastor before, so I really believe I don't need help at all.
When you pray to God in most of your personal relationship with God, God answers you.
Yeah, He does.
God comes through for you.
He does.
There are many things you've asked God through prayer, and God came through for you.
Especially even just about me being myself. I know it's so hard. Like sometimes, especially about social media, sometimes you're like, oh, I got this, I'm so strong, but sometimes people will go overboard, especially when it comes to the hate and the negativity on the comments and all. It doesn't get to me, but sometimes people write extreme things, and so I ask God, give me the strength to deal with this. Sometimes I just block, I just block you when I see this is so extreme, but sometimes you can have a video where 3/4 of your comments are negative. What do you do? Do you block everybody? You don't. So you just have to, and I'm not that person who will block comments or just be like, no, not blocking, hiding comments. I don't hide, So I feel like even on TikTok, so many people criticize me for being gay. Yeah, and like they forget I am this, I have gone to school, I am almost graduating campus, and there is so much about me that I want people to know, that I want people to learn from me, that I feel it's it's getting overshadowed by just being queer, because it's something so sensitive, and so out of this world, especially in a place like Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is good. Nice interview with you. Yeah. Your opinion about God and anything, and you've also said how God has answered your prayer many times. So, if I ask you this question now, you've prayed to God many times. God has answered your prayer. Now, if God is to answer your prayer again on this new identity that you have right now, to now, let's say, be straight, be normal man, will you accept that, or you are just good with this?
Right now, maybe when I was in high school, I would have been so happy, like, wow, like this has happened. But it has gotten to a point where I have an understanding that God doesn't change you to be like straight. It doesn't happen like that. What happens is you find acceptance, you accept who you are, you become comfortable with who you are. And yeah, because even when you talk about homosexuality, people just think about sex. It's all about, people talk about like, how do you let someone use your behind or something like that. But it's, being queer is not all about sex. It's actually who you are. It's who you are comfortable as. And like, there are even couples out here, they don't have sex. They don't. They are just there for each other and they love each other. It's all about love. It's a feeling, So I feel like right now, I don't think, even if there was that option of me being straight, I don't think I would want that, because I'm so comfortable with who I am right now. And I know, I've gotten to a point where I know this is not a sin, and this is my opinion. Of course, you have an opinion, a different opinion as a pastor, but I know it's not a sin. And there is so much to me than just being queer and just just being gay, There is so much to me. And I feel I want to show that, so that people, when they think about you, they just don't think about that gay guy who dresses like women or all that. Because I want to create an impact to the society in Africa, So, yeah.
Okay, so you don't feel attracted to women
at all.
So, if in case you
even a naked woman standing here, no reaction at all. But a man, don't joke with me. I will be like, So that's actually
and why if you find yourself with a naked woman in front of you, no reaction, is it because you are impotent?
No way. If a man will be here, my penis was also. Yeah, like, it's not like
okay, so it's the same reaction as a man who is watching a naked woman.
The same thing. Now it's like, now me seeing a naked man, that will take my mind to a whole different world.
So when you see a naked man, you can easily be turned on,
for sure,
than seeing a naked woman.
For sure.
And wow, that is an amazing thing I'm hearing in my eyes. Why? Because you are a man, you don't have that feeling.
I don't. That's what I'm telling you, it's a feeling. It's a feeling. It's how you feel. It's not just something, it's not an urge I want to fulfill or satisfy. It's a feeling, So yeah.
To us, we who preach, we will just say that even though we are not in agreement of who you are now and what you are doing, but it doesn't give us right to pass judge or anything. Yeah, it's cool. The gospel is for everyone. It's not for let me say people in church. As a matter of fact, in church now it's a lot of troubles. You understand? So it's fine. But I believe in God. I believe in the word of God. And I believe that these things, I have a different opinion that these things are sin. It's not something that you should involve in. Because if I should ask you, do you believe in the Bible?
I just believe the Bible. The Bible is a powerful book. And also I believe like some parts, not all the parts in the Bible, some parts were misinterpreted.
All right,
especially the Sodom and Gomorrah thing. I don't know. I just feel like those guys did different things. It's not even about homosexuality.
Okay. I see the word of God. Truly, I believe in the word of God. I believe everything it says. because just as I said, I have a different opinion that it was God truly that inspired men to write. Even though men have their shortcomings, but God cannot relate to man in the invisible world. So God has to, provide a way that men can, through that process, will get to know God. So that's why I'm a bit surprised of whatever your opinion about these things. But I see these things as sin. I see these things as something that God wouldn't want anybody to engage in. I even feel like maybe if you engage in that, God can't even answer your prayer. But here you are. I thank God for the interview and the opportunity that you've given to me. You are the first Kenyan I'm even interviewing here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it's a nice time and it's a good time meeting you, and we are happy about you, and we wish to see you again in another time again, and then we will talk more.